3, 2, 1.
You ready, Bert?
Well, look at this prima donna!
Cup of coffee and the big time. The cream always rises to the top, just like the Bridge and the Gap podcast.
And welcome back to another episode. Baby, it's game day!
Yeah, man, it's game day. We're going to go watch the Chiefs and Bears today.
And you insist on wearing that putrid green in my house.
Yes, because the Bears are there and fuck the Care Bears and fuck you.
I mean, you see I'm not wearing a jersey of anyone new on the team. So I kind of want to see Caleb Williams get fucked up a little bit.
I know you do. How come you hate that man so much?
I'm just such a Justin Fields stan. Truthfully, I've played through the rebuild on Madden a few times. And every time I've done it, I'm like, this is a way better team than what we're going to be putting on the field come this season. And it just hurts my feelings.
I mean, he has done pretty good in the preseason. Got to give him to that.
He looks fine. He looks like he's gonna be good, but at the same time, it's like, well, I didn't agree with the decision. We sold the farm to get him, and I don't think he's that big of a cash cow, and I stand by that.
I don't think he's going to do any good just because you got the Packers and Lions, kind of going to be dominating the division this year.
Bro, talk about the poor Vikings.
Dude, they're getting...
Everyone died in a week.
Yeah. They said, let's full rebuild. Everybody, all the veterans go away. Let's bring in, of course, they kept Justin Jefferson, who's number one.
Oh, yeah.
But I was hoping that we'd trade up for him because there was rumors about it earlier in the offseason, and it didn't happen, of course.
It's crazy to think how quick things change because I remember the Vikings as Kirk Cousins, Adam Thielen, TJ Hawkinson, and Diggs.
Yeah.
And now it's Jay Jettas and whoever the quarterback. It was supposed to be JJ McCarthy, but he died.
Right. So, I'm fucking drawing a blank here. I don't know why. But now we're going to go to the game today. And we said that once Mahomes and the starters are off the field, we still don't know if they're playing or not. I would assume so. They've played the last
third
two.
week, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the Bears' third game, so this is the one that starters usually start. They play the most.
I hope so. But after that, we're going to go walking around the stadium and just enjoy ourselves.
It's Thursday night football. I'm so excited for this stretch of days that are coming up. It's Thursday night football tonight. Friday I have a show, and then I'm off to Texas.
Yeah, man, let's talk about your Texas stuff. You talked about it in the previous episode.
Yeah, I'm going to Texas for a few days just for some comedy stuff. I do want to stay on football for a second, though.
Okay.
What's it been, 2 years since we've been to a game?
It's been at least 2 years. The last one we went to was the Seahawks and Chiefs game.
Was that preseason?
No, that was regular season.
Was that regular season?
Yeah, that was my first regular season game.
For sure.
This is my fourth game overall with you, and I've only been there with you. The first one we went to was against the Vikings in the preseason. I remember that.
We showed up late to that one. That was funny because we parked so far away.
Yeah, we fucking parked, 1.5 miles away and walked in that?
Like that.
It was fucking miserable. But yeah, as soon as we got in there, they were like, touchdown, Tyreek. And we were like,
son of a...
And it was a bomb, a 64-yard bomb. I remember that. I remember that fucking Titantron showing that.
Honestly, I prefer preseason games. There's no stakes. Everyone's just kind of there to have fun, see the team. It's just it's a better vibe. Some of those regular season games are every moment matters.
Yeah. Preseason, everyone's just there to have a good time, get fucked up.
Yeah.
Fucking just not have a care in the world. Kind of like we're going to have today.
Yeah.
We're going to be a handful for Nadav today.
Poor Nadav.
Poor Nadav. She needs a raise.
She's going for free, though. She's fine. And I'm buying her dinner. She'll be all right.
Oh, yeah, I know. I remember last time we went to that Seahawks game, you were a little high on
Hey. We don't need to talk about Reice's state of mind at the Seahawks game. What we do need to talk about is I am not the line leader this time. If I am at the Chiefs game, I'm having a good time. I'm going hard in the paint. Stop asking me to do stuff. I am not the line leader when we're at the Chiefs game. We're at this game, I am 7 sheets to the wind. I am not here I'm in outer space with Marvin the Martian having the time of my life, and I got lost in Arrowhead a little bit a couple times. It's not my fault. And then, do you remember the seat incident?
Yes.
I get us up to these seats and we sit down, and we're there for what, 2-3 quarters? And some people show up and like, hey, you're in our seats.
Yeah, and then
And you two were like, no, I don't. But Reice, are these our seats? I was like, oh no, these are not our seats. I just kind of sat us down. And then we went up to where our seats actually were. That was fun.
this time we're actually gonna get to our seats, so that way we ain't gotta fuck with it.
It's preseason. I'd like to try to get down to a lower level. Because like who goes to the Bears game in the preseason?
No.
Unless you're like a Bears fan in Kansas, which is kind of rare.
No, not very many, but I just hope we
More
don't.
than you would think, but not that many. So if it's dead, I'm for sure going down there and trying to get close. Cause fuck it.
Wasn't it? No, it was the Lions last week that beat the Chiefs by 2 points.
Oh, the Lions won that game?
Yeah, they won. I think it was a point or two.
Wow.
They coughed up the football, if I remember right. The Chiefs did, and they got it, the field goal.
The Lions be biting at your ankles, boy.
Yeah,
they come up and get that kneecap.
Fucking Dan Campbell, I'll tell you what, man. When we're down, we're gonna bite a kneecap, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna bite your arm off while I put this big old dip of chaw in my mouth. I like Dan Campbell.
Yeah, I love Dan Campbell.
Who doesn't love Dan Campbell? I'd drink plenty of beers with that man if I could.
In the theme of head coaches, though, where do you think the Chargers are headed with Harbaugh coming back into the NFL?
I would say that people are sleeping on them. I think they're going to be more of a challenge because of him for Mahomes. I really do believe that. Because both of them went to the same Super Bowl together. You know, the Ravens and 49ers, the Harbaugh Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't think he's lost a step. I mean, now that he's back, he's the more winningest active coach.
And I was really surprised to see him go back down to college when it happened because, like you said, he had so much success with Baltimore or with the 49ers and everything like that.
I think he just wanted to mentor more people rather than just you're a leader in the NFL and both college, but you're more of a mentor, I believe, in college because you're trying to help these guys take. You were in college. How was the coaching there?
I went to fake college, so NAIA football is not.
Oh, that's right.
I
forgot.
Play in a Division 2, 3, or 1, nothing like that.
But I think coaches are coaches, period. But I think college is more of the coach.
Turning boys into men.
Turn them into men, make it prepared.
Pro ball is all about the business aspect. You're here to do a job, do your job,
whereas
you're going to get replaced.
NFL coaches look, you're here, you need to put out, or you got to get going.
Exactly.
There's only a few spots on each team, and you're lucky to be part of it. And if you can't make it, then you're not going to be here.
Exactly. I do feel it adds a good level to it that he's coming back from. I don't know if it'll affect him that he comes from college back to pro, even though he's been a pro coach already.
Mm-hmm.
I'm betting pretty big on Harbaugh this year. I picked up his one of his running backs in fantasy. I think it's a good way to transition into our next topic, which is my fantasy football team.
Well, talk to me about your fantasy, man. I don't play that. I just do the sports betting, which I'll be starting the first week of NFL season.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Talk to me about your opening bet before we dive into fantasy.
Well, you got the Chiefs and the Ravens, the first game of the year on Thursday night next week, a week from today. And I'm going to put on a bet for Mahomes to get I feel like he's going to get a rushing touchdown. I feel like he's going to escape the pocket. I want to put a bet on that. Kind of wanted
week 1 matchup too. Lamar and King Henry's first game versus the reigning champs. I think they go 0-1 like they did last year.
I think so too. King Henry, I see him. Bold prediction. I see him tearing his quad or his ACL or something because he's.
I want to see the workload they give him because that is also a concern of mine. Is just how. Because he's week 1 through 8 is a monster, but when you get into that deep water of the season, he does have the tendency to miss games.
Yes, he does. And I don't know. I just think the Chiefs have their number. I mean, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens have only beat Mahomes once, and how many they wasn't Lamar Jackson, wasn't him and Mahomes drafted in the same year, wasn't it?
No, I think Lamar was the year after.
Okay, that's right.
Didn't Lamar win Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, he won Rookie of the Year, and then he won MVP.
Well, it might have been the same year because Lamar started right away, didn't he?
Yeah, just like Mahomes.
No, he didn't.
Oh,
Mahomes
no,
didn't start right away.
he was behind Alex Smith. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. No, Jackson was the 18 draft, and Mahomes was the 17 draft.
That sounds better.
That's right. That's right.
But back to fantasy, my lineup for this year, and the thing of it is I work nights, and the draft was that morning, and I kind of forgot anyway, so I slept through my draft. So that sucks. But you get 2 keepers in the league. I'm in a 16-team league. I think it's a dynasty league technically because you get to keep 2 picks, or you get 2 keeper picks type thing.
Yeah.
So I picked Josh Jacobs, which is a Packers running back, and then I picked up Travis Kelce again. I know that seems strange to people, but the way our league is set up, everything is so like even as far as scoring goes. Like no position is super outweighed. Travis Kelce creates the most of a mismatch because he outscores every tight end sevenfold. Like it's never close. Like he scores like a wide receiver. He doesn't score like a tight end.
Right. But I think the strangest thing about your fantasy football that we were talking about before we started this episode was Dak Prescott is your quarterback. What the fuck, man?
It was an auto draft, man. So the only people I knew were going to be on my team were Kelce and Josh Jacobs. And since I slept through the draft, the computer just picked for me. So my starting lineup right now is I have Dak Prescott at quarterback, which he's good until it gets deep in the season. Once it gets deep in the season and the games matter more, I feel like he's just inconsistent.
Yeah.
So I definitely want him to be part of a trade at some point. If on the off chance, if you're in my league and you're watching this, Prescott is on the table. I'll sell him for a bag of chips, 2 wide receivers, a running back, a wide receiver, whatever you want. So, but my starting quarterback at the moment is Dak Prescott.
Should have got love.
Running back 1, like I said, is Josh Jacobs.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty solid. I really think he's going to have a good workload in Green Bay. I think if he has a big year, it'll really help Jordan Love. And I think that's really what they're going for, is protecting Jordan Love's confidence.
Side question real quick. What do you think of Hollywood Brown already getting injured and going to miss half the season?
Who's he play for?
Chiefs. Remember Hollywood Brown?
Mm-mm.
You don't remember him going there?
I kind of remember the signing. He's going to miss. I didn't hear about him getting hurt. That's tragic.
He got hurt the first preseason game, and he had the same injury Tyreek Hill had with his ribs.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he had the same thing. So he's going to be out till about week 8.
I mean, that might be the worst thing, him coming back mid-season, fresh.
But we still got Reice, and Reice been at the practice, been at the games. They're not going to suspend him after what he did in the offseason, which I don't give a fuck about. I just care about the football player.
You're the most based NFL player. He said, he didn't kill nobody, really? Fine. Get him on the field. Get that kid a helmet.
Yeah, give him a helmet. Come on now.
But running back 1, Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that one. He had to be one of my keepers. Running back 2 is a bit of a dilemma for me because it's James Conner.
James Conner. I never heard of him.
James Conner, really?
No, I never have heard of him.
From the Steelers, he got traded to the Arizona.
Mm-mm.
Let me pull up his 2023 numbers.
Probably why I don't know, because I don't follow those teams.
That's the thing I like about fantasy. It really makes you kind of keep an eye on everybody.
Yeah.
So last season, it looks like he missed quite a few games, and when he came back, he had a couple big games down the stretch, but he still had like a lot of games of like 4 to 6 points, which is really unacceptable. I need him hitting at least 15 to 20 a week to be able to consider him a keeper in my lineup. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
Running back, we'll talk about my bench for a second, because running back after my 2 starters is kind of right up in the air. It's taking up a majority of my bench right now is my inconsistency at running back.
Mm-hmm.
So my bench is Ezekiel Elliott, a kid named Spears, Tajay Spears.
Never heard of him either.
He's a rookie this year, and another rookie, the one I bet big on from the Chargers, Kimani Vidal.
Need to figure out a way to make this motherfucker stay right here.
I think we just need a better stand for it.
Yeah.
My dilemma with these guys, though, is like they're going to get touches and they're going to put up numbers. They're just either in a shared role or they're too young to have a proven stance.
Yeah.
Or you really don't know how they're going to use Zeke. It really begs the question, is Zeke washed up?
Do you think he's washed up?
I fucking hope not. I haven't dropped him yet, but I am not big on the Cowboys this year. I'm really trying to trade off that team.
I see Dak Prescott having a very big down year, honestly.
I hope he bounces back. Wide receiver is also kind of an issue because it's hit or miss guys. You know what I mean? Is everything okay?
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. I thought it was the same thing recording, but it's not. It's both mics are wrong.
Wide receiver is just full of inconsistency again. Like guys that are good, but you don't know if they're going to age out. You don't know if they're going to stay healthy.
Right.
You don't know if they're going to be made a part of the offense. So I've got Mike Evans, Tampa Bay. Been good. I've had him for years. I always try to draft Mike Evans. He always hits 1,000 yards, but he's creeping up on 40. And at a certain point, like he's a big body receiver. You just don't know when the cash cow is gonna get sent to slaughter. You know what I mean?
Yes.
After him, I got Jalen Waddle, which is an incredible pick by the computer. It's just a health concern with him. When he's healthy and on the field, he really does rival Tyreek as far as numbers go.
Yeah.
It's just an issue to keep him on the field.
And then you got that fucking supposed $25 million a year quarterback that likes to throw right to a defender.
Yeah. He can't throw a deep ball to save his life.
No. Well, yeah, shit. 50 yards and Tyreek's got to come back and get it.
Yeah. After Jalen Waddle, we go to tight end, which is Travis Kelce, obviously. He's kind of my show pony. The flex position, since I'm so inconsistent at running back, it's at wide receiver. And I do have Drake London. But Drake London begs the question, when does potential get outweighed by opportunity? Because he's such a talented young player, but he's just so he doesn't get used correctly in his offense. But he has a new coach coming in. It's going to be a completely revamped offense. I'm excited to see if he's got the ability to stick around.
Yeah.
Kicker is Evan McPherson. I don't know if you know him.
Name sounds familiar, but I can't put a face to it.
I'm big on Cincinnati this year, too. I think Joe Burrow's coming back with a vengeance, and they love a good field goal.
I'm ready for that Week 3 Bengals game.
It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be really good. I already got plans with a buddy of mine. We're going to be cooking some chicken thighs and a bunch of other things for that game.
Oh, yeah. I have the Bengals defense, which they face a rookie quarterback in New England Week 1. So
thought you were about to say Ricky Bobby.
And we talked about my bench. It's mainly running backs. I do have one wide receiver. I picked up Courtland Sutton.
I know him, yeah.
From Denver.
Yep.
Young quarterback again. He doesn't get the ball super consistently, but he's the for sure number one wide receiver now. That's why I'm betting so big on him. And then I have Mike Gesicki of the Cincinnati.
Yeah.
He was big in Miami.
Oh, goddamn, I need to wake up.
Both, bro. It's going to be a long night with this ball game, but I'm excited.
Yeah, the adrenaline, as soon as we see the stadium, we're going to be like, oh, here we go.
Heck yeah. But Mike Gesicki, I think he's going to have a big year. And I know Joe Burrow loves to use his tight ends. That's really my thought process there.
Mike Gesicki was definitely a very underrated tight end, in my opinion.
Facts.
When the Dolphins got rid of him, I was like, what are you doing?
And then, like we talked about, Travis Kelce is my show pony.
Yeah.
So I have Noah Gray.
Even after he denied you a signature years ago.
No, he gave me a signature. He signed that ball.
Yeah, but remember...
He was just being a pansy about it.
Yeah.
It happens to the best of us.
I know. I'm just trying to be funny.
That was Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, so he didn't have his swagger down yet.
Pre-Taylor Swift pussy.
Oh, Lord. What else are we going to talk about?
Well, while we're still talking about NFL, obviously, I want to put a wager right now, real quick. You know, I'm pretty high on the Packers this year. We kept most of our teams. We kept a lot of good players, key players, and I think Jordan is going to get MVP this year. I really do.
Get the fuck out of here.
I really do believe that. I think he's going to get MVP.
No.
Put
5 on it right now. Jordan Love is not sniffing the MVP. He's not even gonna be in the race.
He's gonna be in the race, and he's gonna be the top guy.
Absolutely fucking not.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He most definitely will get the MVP this year.
It's a strong stance. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, I'm ready to be $5 richer by the end of the season. So
I'm just glad football's back, man. We're going to games again. It's gonna be a great time.
Going to games. We're gonna take the time and get away from everything and go to Chili's a couple times at least this year.
Dude, I think Applebee's has unlimited wings right now. I think that's more the move.
I thought they were closing.
No, they're still open right now.
We need to get more Shark Bowls. Dude, last time when you and I went there to watch that, wasn't it, what was that, 49ers? Or was it the Saints? Saints, I believe. We watched that game there, and I crushed like 5 of them Shark Bowls.
Dude, we ran up a check that time. That was fun, though.
Between two of us, it was damn near $100.
I for sure dropped 50. I had like 2-3 beers, a couple of mixed drinks.
I had, like I said, 5 shark bowls in that platter. We both bought the same platter. And so we just chowed the fuck down.
The pregame meal for the night, though, is going to be a good one. We're going back to China Pavilion. Talk to me about your, because it's a Chinese buffet. Talk to me about your Chinese buffet plan of attack.
Well, as soon as I get in there, I gotta, get that rice first. I always like that's chicken, either chicken or shrimp fried rice. Shrimp is normally what I go with. Get some of that General Tao's chicken, and then go get about 6 to 8 crab rangoons. Get some of those sauteed mushrooms. And once in a while, I like to get some egg drop soup, but that's not really what I go there for. I'm a very big slut for crab rangoons. I'm sure I speak for most people that love Chinese. But you've seen me do it. I'll get one plate of my.
I often wonder if crab rangoons are like cheese dip, and it's only a Midwest thing.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Because the more I travel, like I went to New York, and New York does not do cheese dip.
Yeah, I remember.
I don't know if they do crab rangoons. We didn't do Chinese food.
If they don't have crab rangoons there, I'll never step foot in that fucking city or state. But you've seen me do it where I get my plate of rice and everything, and then I get another plate of about 10 crab rangoons. Because that's just what I'm there for the crab rangoons. And the soft serve ice cream afterwards.
You don't have soft serve.
Well, if you go to the Emporia one, Golden Walk, I want to take you there sometime. It's actually, I think, a hair better.
I wouldn't doubt it. They have sushi?
Yes.
All right. Probably is pretty good then. I'm so excited
They
for
have
sushi.
octopus there.
Oh.
They do. I was tricked into it by my stepbrother. He goes, man, try this. It looked almost like an onion ring. And I ate it. And I was
calamari?
Yeah. And
so
I sat there and was chewing. I was like, why is it so chewy? Onions ain't chewy. There's a breading. And he goes, that's octopus. And I went,
no, calamari is so good.
I just developed the taste for guacamole here lately.
Really? Just started like an avocado?
No. Not guacamole. Cottage cheese. I could not stand cottage.
You strike me as the cottage cheese connoisseur. You'd think you'd like it.
No, now I am, but up until like a month ago, I hated it. Couldn't stand the consistency. It would make me gag in my mouth. The consistency would. Not the taste, the consistency. And I'm not going to eat something that I can't just chew and swallow. That's what it would do.
Now we're going to the China Pavilion, and I always start the same way, really. I like to start with like appetizers type of thing. So I get some egg drop soup, some crab rangoon, and then I get a plate of sushi, and I'll break that down. And then the only thing I really ever eat at the China Pavilion is the chicken wings, oddly enough. They make these really good sweet teriyaki wings.
Yes.
And I'll have like 16 wings.
This is probably going to be a shocker because most people like it, but I do not like the noodles at Chinese restaurants.
Lo mein?
Yeah,
I love lo mein. I just don't eat the carbs very much.
I'm
already eating so much rice with the sushi.
You know the drive-up window at the Chinese place off 10th Street and Topeka Boulevard? Or across from Walgreens? My stepbrother and I went there about a year ago.
It's about the one by Topeka High, right?
Yeah, by Topeka High. And then fucker goes, oh, you want the noodles? And I was like, no, I don't want no noodles. I want it to be shrimp fried rice. All of that to be right there on that side. And as soon as I got it and opened it up, it had fucking chow mein noodles. I was so pissed.
Did you make him change it?
No, because we were already down the road. No, my stepbrother wouldn't turn around and go back. He was driving.
Did you still eat it?
No, I gave him the fucking noodles to my stepbrother because he had noodles. I was like, I don't want this bullshit.
I'm dead.
I want rice. They didn't listen. I'd never go there again.
It fell off hard. I used to go there a lot with my
people
I knew in high school.
Overpriced cat alley meat.
But yeah, aside from us to the Chinese food, last week was your first solo episode. Talk to us about that. You had your cousin Josh on.
Yeah, man.
You did the full edit. I put the ads and stuff out, but you did the edit. You did the insert. You did all the editing and everything.
I just need to
the uploads. You did the post.
I need to just work on, instead of putting a whole picture and just, like Photoshop the background out to be just the person like you do. But I didn't know how. That's something I need you to show me on there. And once they show me, then of course I'll be on my way. But I wanted it to be a long episode because in a lot of cases, a lot of people like that. But once we start doing clips, because it's kind of hard to have someone go, hey man, watch this episode. It's an hour and 42 minutes like that one was. Not a lot of people are going to want to sit and watch it because they don't know what it's about. And as soon as we get to a spot where we got more time, like after I move, we'll be able to put more time into this. We'll be able to start putting shorts out. That way people can watch it, and have different clips and be like, man, that looks interesting, because that'll help the views then.
For sure.
But I enjoyed it. Josh really enjoyed it. He watched it all. I thought it
It was
was
a very good content episode, and it's really more my fault because I thought you had a better grasp on what needed to happen as far as the technical side. But as far as the content side goes, I really enjoyed the episode. You guys are a hoot and a half.
Yeah. I felt bad about the very beginning of our intro because, of course, you were busy and it's none of our faults. But what I had to do was I just went on YouTube and used my voice recorder on my phone and I cleaned it up, the intro. Then I just put the sound up to, in sync with the video.
For sure.
But I think it still sounded good. But sooner or later, we'll get that down so that way I ain't using recorded stuff.
And we're definitely still developing how we do things and figuring out what all needs to happen for each episode. So
Yeah.
just a good learning experience. I was just super stoked you finally put out your own episode. You've been working on that one for a long time. You're really excited about it.
Yeah, we, in full, it was 2 hours and 35 minutes, and we cut it down to 1 hour 42. I kept a lot of the meat of the substance in there. The only things I really cut out was just, because we got to get up with our cameras. And speaking of which, we're kind of on a crunch time today, ladies and gentlemen.
We're fucking idiots is what it is. We didn't have the SD card, so not that we ever used them correctly for the wide.
Yeah.
It's just the theme for us is we're keep developing. We're keeping just every step forward. We keep getting knocked back, but we'll keep figuring it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. And
it's a pain in the ass, though. I'm mad we don't have those going.
Yeah. Well, this is a short episode. This ain't won't be no hour.
Well, yeah, we're going to the game. I've got a show tomorrow. I'm leaving for Texas Saturday.
Yeah.
Just got a lot going on.
It's all right.
Hopefully we can include some content from my Texas trip in this episode. We'll see how much I get done with the edit.
I'll definitely be giving you a call while you're down there.
Oh, 100%. I'm so excited. I feel like we've talked about it a million times, but I'm going down to try to get on Kill Tony. And it's not going to happen, but I'm still just excited to be trying,
I'm excited for you, and I also feel bad that I told you I'd go with you. But I think that's why I kept changing my mind about not going, because I'm moving.
For sure. And I completely understand that. It's the thing that's exciting to me is I feel like my life is slowly becoming what I actually want it to be. I just keep traveling more and more for stand-up. I keep getting on stage more and more, and that's all I really want.
Yeah, and what I want to do is...
There will be more trips.
I want to do, so that way I got more time and getting out on my own. We'll be closer together. The studio's closer to me. We can do our thing like we used to.
Thanks.
As often as we used to, if we wanted, and put more time into this.
Thanks.
Because, I'm only 15 minutes away from where I'll be living at, so I'm pretty excited about what's going to be happening in the next 3 months alone.
Dude, the next year for us is going to be crazy. We've got so many changes coming, not even just for the pod, but for you guys, and just trying to keep everything moving in the right direction and keep just sharpening our knife, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
owning our craft.
We ain't going to make any spoilers, but we were talking about it just before we hit the record button for today. But I think, what time is it, brother?
Oh, it is about that time, man. I think we worked hard. I think it's time to go play hard, buddy. It's fucking game day, baby!
Game day, man. Chiefs are going to win. They're going to whip them Bears' asses.
Someone please kick Caleb Williams' fucking head in tonight. Let's go Chiefs. I'm going to wear all my Bears gear, obviously.
I want to see someone's leg break.
Terrible. And I don't actually want anyone to get hurt. Just give them a welcome to the league moment, okay? Humble them down a little bit.
I feel like if I was born back in them days where you used to just go and pay an admission at the Coliseum and watch one man go against a lion, I'd be one of those going, yeah, fuck yeah!
Give me the meat!
Yeah, he's getting his fucking head ripped off. Yeah, he's bleeding everywhere!
Alright, y'all, from your host, Reice Randalls, from my co-host, Nathan White, this has been another episode of Bridging the Gap.
We will see you at 4:20 in the a.m. on Tuesday.
Alright, let's wrap.